Welcome, race fans. This is day 2 of our top 10 list of best Indy 500 races of all time. This brings us to race number 9, 2006. 2006 Indy 500 was really known for this right here. The rookie sensation, Marco Andretti, making his first race at Indy. I have to say, at the time, a lot of expectations, and after the first 2 years of his career, it definitely looked like Marco was going to live up to those expectations, but never really did much else. He had a second place in Indy. We're going to be talking about that in a second. Always ran strong in Indianapolis, had a lot of strong finishes, a win, later would get a second win, but that was it. His first 3 years, he saw 2 wins, a lot of top 10s. Nothing else, though, throughout his career after that. So, unfortunately, that was the case for Marco. However, I digress. Let's get back to the 2006 Indy 500. As a whole, the race was actually not that interesting. There was a lot of good passing early on between Tony Kanaan and Helio Castroneves, which would later become passing between Tony Kanaan and Sam Hornish Jr., before a long green flag run saw a interesting amount of pit stops start happening. Pit strategy kind of mixing up the field quite a bit. A late yellow will bring the field close together and bunch them up with a few laps to go. This sees Michael Andretti actually leading with Marco in second. Sam Hornish, I believe, restarts this race in 5th place, 6th place, if I remember correctly, somewhere in there. But has the freshest tires and has been saving fuel. So he's good to go full rich, where some of these guys can't. That does make the difference at the end, as fresher tires, ability to go full rich definitely makes the cut at the end. Anyway, I digress. We get to the restart. Marco Andretti on the restart makes a move on Michael, and that's the way they run for quite a few laps until Sam Hornish catches Michael Andretti for second place. Michael does throw a block on Sam Hornish Jr. However, once Hornish catches Michael again, Michael Andretti is unable to complete that block, and Hornish gets by. Hornish catches Marco, and much the same thing ensues on the last 3 laps. Coming down to 2 laps to go on the backstretch, so backstretch of coming 2 laps to go, Hornish catches Marco. Marco slams the door on him. That seems it. We come back around. We hit the 2 laps to go. Hornish can't catch Marco. We get to 1 lap to go. He's starting to catch Marco, and finally re-catches Marco Andretti in the short chute between 3 and 4, coming down to the green flag. They are running nose to tail, and as they come off of 4, Hornish makes the move, gets past Marco Andretti, and wins by the slimmest of margins. Third closest finish now. At the time, second closest. It will become third closest, I believe. Finish in Indy 500 history is right here. Hornish wins the race in dramatic fashion. And this race becomes known as an instant classic, mostly for the end. The race leading up to that last 5 to 10 laps was not a great race, but that last 5 to 10 laps was so good that it made it an instant classic and earns itself a spot in this top 10. That's it for this review, and I will see you in the next video as we go over the number 8 best Indy 500 at all time. See you then.